Hello and welcome back to another video with Stephen Hubbard's Bourbon Club. And in this video, I am doing a review. I'll be reviewing the Four Roses cigar. And with it, I can't, on the Bourbon Club, not have a glass of bourbon of some kind with me. So as you guys, I hope, have seen the previous video, I made this old-fashioned to go with this cigar. If you haven't watched that video, please go check it out and link in the bottom of the comments where you can hopefully go and watch me make this old-fashioned. I've never made an old-fashioned in front of a camera, so I hope you enjoy that. Now, the Four Roses cigar is a special one, and I will have a picture of a zoom up close come up now where you can take a look at. But it's got a beautiful pattern. So we've got a lot of different. We've got our darks, our lights, and our wood finish, and this is finished with the Four Roses small batch. So it is seasoned with that. Now, so you know, there's a difference between seasoned and then aged. You have an aged cigar. That means it was aged in the barrel of that bourbon or brandy or whatever. With this, it is seasoned, so there's a little bourbon put in there to really infuse into it, and I imagine that is our extra kind of weird looking carved tobacco in here, where you can see some lines in the light. So I imagine that's it. But you have the seed in here, and I have tried one of these before, but it was my first time. So now I'm going to give a full review on it. So I'm going to pop this puppy up. I always like it when they have. Expected it to be easier. I'm sorry. There we go. You always want to open these fresh guys with cigars. You know, the fresher the better. So, wow, that came off way too quickly. So you have your wood cork. I kind of like that. It looks similar to the cork of a barrel. I'm sure they did that on purpose. I'm going to take this guy out without the seed. I'll put him off to the side. I will actually use it. I bought this as well at Four Roses. It's beautiful pattern underneath. It's for the cigar. All right. There you have the Four Roses cigar. I like to see torpedo where it's closed, both ends. Naturally, you'll cut this end. Nope, you can smoke that. No, we'll cut that in, and then you'll smoke this in. So I have my cutter here. I'm going to flat cut both ends. So there we go. That way, hopefully, we kept everything intact. If this guy starts to unroll on me, we are in for a really bad party. But now, thank you for joining me, guys, for this review. So if you have your glass at home, a cheers for joining me. Thank you. Now, without the cigar, the Four Roses small batch makes a beautiful old fashioned. It's a sweeter compared to the spicy hit you get from their flagship bourbon. So personally, I always find the small batch to be a little sweeter compared to that. What do you think? We have we have my cameraman father, who you guys have seen in previous video, and he'll be in more to come. But what do you think of the small batch Four Roses old fashioned I have made you?
I think it makes a very good old fashioned.
Yeah, yeah.
However, I find that the Four Roses small batch is a little spicier
Spicier.
than the regular Four Roses.
Interesting. There's the difference of opinion. You can say everyone's
My,
got different taste buds.
my real preference is for Four Roses small batch select.
Small batch, like yeah. That one we've had before. We finished that bottle very quickly. I did get a small batch select at our local Meyer, and it was about $50, $60, I think. This one you guys can go around 35. If you go some places, you can get for 29. So MSRP between 29 and 35. But all right, let's give this guy a puff. I always like these blow torches to do it because you can get it evenly distributed around. All right, pup always like to begin. All right, actually lit pretty evenly. Oh man, I'm gonna tell you guys. Earlier this morning, I had a cheap $3 cigar, and this guy coming after that. I won't lie, I'm disappointed by the size. I am, because so you know the MSRP for this is $22. You can only get these guys at the distillery, so yeah, good luck getting one. It smokes nice though. It's smooth. It's just such a tiny thing. I wanna find the Lord of the Rings thing where it's Baron Boromir looking at the ring. Such a tiny thing. This is the one ring of cigars. It's actually very good. Now in case you haven't ever mixed or paired a cigar with a glass of bourbon, you're gonna get good smoke going. There we go. Oh, it does. See there now that he brings up the spice, that cigar brought out a little more spice for me. Um, it's good. It's good actually. A good mix together. Makes sense since it's seasoned. So you guys know we both took a tour, a distillery tour of Four Roses. I'll put a little link there for some of the shorts from it. And that's where I found out that we have it seasoned with the small batch Four Roses, which makes sense. Again, guys, you're only going to be able to get this at the Four Roses Distillery. And to be clear, I am not talking about their rick house location. They have a location just with their rick houses, and then they have their actual distillery. Go to the distillery. I thought we could get these at the shop at the rick houses, but no, I didn't see them there. Um, is this worth the $20? I'll be real. Um, am I enjoying it? Yes. To me, when you buy a cigar, just like you buy a bottle of bourbon, is it enjoyable enough? Would you buy it again? This smokes very nice. It smells phenomenal. For a person who's not usually who smells cigars more than tastes them, how does this guy smell to you? As a It smells a little different, sweeter maybe even, or
It's not offensive. But then again, I am not a cigar
he is not a cigar smoker. That's why he's not joining me in this particular video. I will in the future with like reviews. I usually like the cigar midway when we've done more tasting, so it's not affecting much. But with this, it's like it's all about the cigar and the mix. Now, here's what I say: you guys need to try it at home. Everyone's different. So for me, this cigar, I would not go out of my way to pay $22 for this boy. Not when there's other options, which if you guys want to see me smoke some other options, put some links in the description or some brands and companies you would like me to taste. And if it's not $400, I'll buy one to smoke it. But you're asking, keep it under 20, please. And I'll smoke them, see what I think. I'll also mix them. There's a funny thing. I've never dropped one of these in a glass of bourbon yet, or a cocktail. And my buddies always said that's gonna happen one day. So maybe I'll do it in a video, man. See what happens. But yes, it's good stuff. Like I said, to have what I've had here, you're looking at about $35 for the bottle of bourbon, $22. So you're looking at a good $55 to do what I have here, and not counting maybe the simple syrup and bitters and the work to make the old fashioned. But I hope that I just can't really say too much spectacular. I wish I could. I've had I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. I know I am. My friend will say it, but Cubera, they are much better than this, and they are around $21 to $30. They're bigger. The tobacco is very clearly Cuban compared to this, which this probably Kentucky does have grow their own tobacco. There's a brand Ted's out there that is Kentucky brand, I believe. They work with Maker's Mark. Maybe Ted's should work with Four Roses to bring down their price and upsize their length. But well, there you have it. I'm gonna gently do this. There you have it. The Four Roses cigar, $22 with the Four Roses small batch bourbon and a old fashioned. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Get all this junk. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully it, saved you. If you're looking for a fancy cigar, something really unique, I don't find this special or unique. So hopefully I've saved you some money from going out there and buying one. But again, if you have the money and you want to try it, I always tell people try your own stuff, because there might be people who think Four Roses is not even good. That's your opinion, but and that cigar does smell a little weird at the end. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's helped you kind of decide what some new bourbons you're gonna try. Maybe you're gonna go out there and try this. But until the next video, until the next time, thank you for joining me in this review, and I will see you guys later.